else it's kind of become those things. It's like let's get one of ours or one of them. The instinct to get like a team, tribal oriented, and it just becomes a sport. You know?
Yeah, yeah. It's also like, who wants to live in a world with no forgiveness and redemption?
Right.
That's
Ugh.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like, that's just denying the very nature of human beings. Yeah. And that people do things that they regret, and then they become better people because of it. And
some of the people I would rely on the most, like trust my kids with the most, have done shit that they really regret, and was objectively wrong. And other people have been like, I did that. Whether it's like addiction, I got myself down this fucking road. I did this. They're able to go, I did it. I'm sorry. It's real. I shouldn't have done it. It was wrong. Those people can become someone that's very trustworthy.
Yeah.
Because you're like, this motherfucker will say, if they've done something, they'll actually look at their own behavior. They'll acknowledge it, and then you feel good, and you feel much versus someone who tells you like, I always get it right. Everything's
well, yeah, it's about evolution, right? And in our own personal evolution, and we're all on our own path towards that. Like the idea of attacking someone, it's like, oh, so you aced the test? Like, put your pencil down? Like, you nailed being human? Exactly. You're done.
Well, if you did nail being human, that's not possible because you forgot about the part about forgiveness, which is a giant part.
You haven't nailed it
by
definition if you're out there throwing stones.
It's most of the people that I find, especially when there's someone that's publicly in trouble for something, most of the people that I know that have attacked people have a lot of questionable shit in their past. And it's almost like they're trying to hide that by going on the attack.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if I can point my finger, it's like no one's going to be...
Yeah. Oh, he's a good guy. Ben's a good guy. Yeah. He's calling them out.
Yeah, exactly.
But meanwhile,
And if you it's like you told me to see Wake Up Dead Man, the third Knives Out movie.
Oh, it's great.
And I watched it. I really liked it. I thought it was a really interesting, like, I'm not a religious guy. I don't like that's, and I'm aware of all the like, okay, there's the religion, then there's people who's supposed to be rational. I thought it was a really beautiful movie about like what's the role of grace in life, and a really honest examination of that, like sitting side by side with, you don't believe that, but like saying it's not about like whether you're going to argue over fucking evolution. It's about like how graceful are you in your life? How much fucking dignity can you afford other people? And are you willing to recognize and see that there's maybe something bigger than yourself, and that there's a reason to try to sort of to find that grace, to get better. I thought it was really beautiful and kind of rare, and really surprised.
I was really surprised too. I kind of put it on and not thinking
I thought it was going to be Murder Mystery.
I loved it. Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it too. I think it's one of the best of the three. It's
it
was my favorite of the three.
Those are great. Daniel Craig is great in that role.
He's fantastic.
He's guy goes from James Bond to that, and so many other things as well.
So is
Ryan
Josh
Johnson,
O'Connor, who played the priest. Because I first saw him on The Crown.
The Crown, yeah, I liked him a lot.
Man, what an actor he is! Really, really good.
How much film do you guys consume? Do you spend a lot of time watching films? I mean, do you consider it?
Depends.
There's a lot. Like if we're working, we're watching cuts after cuts and going to the editing room. Like there's a lot of kind of work around all the stuff that we have going that eats into a lot of time.
I'm mostly just trying to keep up with what people are doing. My issue is really that, like, we've kind of developed this pattern where all these sort of movies that come out and are more interesting and very, like, they're all jammed out at the last fucking month of the year, and so all of a sudden you're trying to race through all these movies.
Yeah,
right.
Like, I got really lucky. Like recently, my son, who's 13, decided he wants to like watch movies, and I like give him shit. I'm like, what are you fucking? We always looking at TikTok and shit. Like, let's watch a movie, and he's kind of blowing me off and rolling his eyes, and he's like, I mean, if you're a dad, you're kind of an asshole fundamentally. Like, come on, Dad,
right.
You don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, he told me one time, he was like, Dad. I said, let's watch this movie. I played him the trailer. It was I can't remember what the movie was. It was a good movie, and the trailer was good. He just looks at it and goes, you know what you guys ought to do? You guys ought to work with some of the TikTok editors. It's just like, wow.
Oh, no.
Well, I went and told the editors. I told Billy and Chris that. I was like, guys, I got news for you. You guys got to start. But now he's like, all right, let's watch. Like, what are some movies I should watch? You got Letterboxd. You got into that thing. It's like. So I said, okay, what are the great movies? I'll give you a list. I start giving him a list. They started watching them. And so, I mean, this is like heaven for me. So it's like, okay, what are you watching? King of Comedy. Like last week I watched Taxi Driver, King of all these Scorsese movies. And it really was like, oh man, because in my mind I'm like, sure, I've seen that movie, I know it. I watched them again. It was like seeing it. I realized how much better they were than I even could appreciate when I watched it when I was younger.
Yeah.
And it was just the most beautiful fucking experience for me to watch with my son, like taking an interest in there's the older two have always been a little bit like, yeah, Dad, no, great, but no, hey, you guys want to come to the premiere? No, not really. You know what I mean? You guys want to come to the set? No, I'm good. You know, and
Well,
my
it's
son-
just too much familiarity, you know? You grow up with a dad who's a movie star, you're just like, eh.
the kids got in, and I get it.
Yeah.
You got to be your own person, do your thing. They have
Sure.
all their own shit, and I get, I never even expected it from my son, and I don't know that he's gonna, and I wouldn't want to lean on him like, hey, get into the family business. Most of the time, it's just like, we go to like basketball games, baseball, all that type of stuff, and but this was that was like, oh, wow, it was like so joyful. You know what I mean? To sit there and watch the movies with my kid. I was like, this doesn't get better. This is the happiest I may ever be in my whole life. Right here, watch this movie. And he's like, well, he's telling me what he thinks. It's just like, honestly, the rest of it, you can fucking keep it.
That's awesome.
That's the best.
Well, it's great that you guys still love film, that it hasn't become just a job. It hasn't become a thing that you do, that you really enjoy it and love it.
Yeah, it was never a job. I mean, it really it was like an absolute dream from the time we were kids. We did fucking high school theater together, like
That's crazy.
yeah.
It was like, we're lucky to get it, and lucky to the whole idea that you could the goal was like to make a living, to not have to be like, well, I'm an actor, slash a waiter, contractor, dental assistant, whatever the fuck it is, like actually I can earn money. And we always figured like, I don't need that much, especially if we didn't have kids.
Yeah.
Okay, we can make a living, or it's, maybe it's fucking going to be dinner theater, or maybe it's going to be rent,
Yeah.
maybe it's going to be.
There'll be a job
but,
somewhere that we can find where we can do this and keep doing it. Yeah.
Well, there's something that I love when people love things. I spend time on YouTube watching people like fix watches. Like I don't know why, but I love when people make furniture. I love watching people do things that they really love, that they're invested in.